Hi, fragrance lovers. Welcome back to Aromas by Miles. I'm Miles, and thanks for tuning in and joining me on this slow dance around the fragrance world. Today, I've got a really good review for you. I've got seven magnificent seven fragrances, as I call them, and they're from my Christmas buying binge, which was for the most part sober. So I'm going to tell you how much they cost. I'm going to give you my opinion on them, just give you the general skinny about the whole thing. If you're new to the channel, I need for you to help support the Medic Outpost nonprofit, which is what this channel does. You please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5 subscribers by the end of the year. That helps the algorithm, and eventually, maybe someday, it'll generate a little bit of donation for the nonprofit. So if you're if you haven't been here before, then this channel is kind of the everyday man's fragrance channel. We're going to talk about fragrances in normal language, a language a Texan would use. I'm not a professional fragrance reviewer. I've just been in fragrances for a long time, spent a ton of money on it, and it's my passion. So join me with that, and we'll see where it goes. Stay tuned, and you're going to find out everything I know about the fragrances, and you'll see what kind of fragrances I've added to my collection. Does that sound good? All right, you guys ready? Then let's go. Okay, the first Magnificent 7 fragrance I have for you today is Ferragamo Spicy Leather. This is a great fragrance. It's got pink pepper, saffron, obviously leather, so, woods, patchouli, a little bit of wood resin in it, and then it dries down to really that more woody kind of a smell. It's like a polished Italian leather jacket. I really think a lot of this fragrance cost me $106. I actually bought this on Amazon, if you believe that or not. It's a clean, lighter kind of fragrance than the Tom Ford fragrances, the Tuscan leathers, and that sort of thing. Again, I'm very pleased with it. I like that spicy piece. It's not found in a lot of those other leather fragrances. This one, you could probably find it a lot cheaper. Discounters, and don't ask me why I bought it on Amazon, but it's just easy. It was just like I say, $106, a little bit expensive, but not too bad. It's a 2021 release by Antoine Maisondieu, I believe. I could get that wrong. But yeah, it's a modern spicy fragrance. I really would recommend it. That'll be the first one. And I'm going to give it a little snifferoo here. Don't make fun of this. I found this at Notes in Shanghai, and I really like the way it goes. So feel free to give me shit about it, but this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. That pink pepper and saffron really come out in the opening. And, I've worn this a couple of times. It dries down. It hugs into the skin a little bit after about 2 or 3 hours. They say it's 6 to 8 hours. I don't think you're going to get that. Maybe you take a look at this one in the Daily Dab. But that's Ferragamo Spicy Leather. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so the next one I have for you is a cheapie. Be honest with you, I don't buy a whole lot of cheapies, but I feel like if you're going to buy quality, then you might as well save your money and buy one instead of 4. But let you guys be the judge of that. You do whatever you want. This one is Vulcan Fouet. Vulcan Fouet by French Avenue. And I think I have one other French Avenue fragrance, and it's pretty good. It's a dupe of things and that sort of stuff. But this one's a citrus bomb, a fruit bomb. It's got a ton of mango and lemon and ginger in the opening. It's got some pink pepper and a little bit of jasmine, but it dries down with some tonka beans, some cedar, a little bit of ambergris. So it's a sweet, fruity fragrance. It's definitely a summer fragrance, which I know is weird. This is my Christmas haul, but I just, like I say, was on the internet one night, and you know how that goes. This is a summer in shorts, a boat, that sort of thing. I think I paid $34.55 for it. I think $34.55. They say the longevity is 4 to 6 hours. It's got pretty good projection, at least for the first hour. I wore it. I've only worn it once, and of course, it's not super hot where I'm at. I mean, it's not super cold where I'm at. Sorry. So it did pretty well. It says 4 to 6 hours. I don't think you're going to get that, but maybe you get 2 or 3 hours. You just reapply. It's cheap enough where you could pretty much shower in it. It's nothing groundbreaking, of course. It's just a floral citrus unisex kind of fragrance. It's not expensive. I think it's worth a blind buy. I'm going to give it a little shot in the air here. My trusty fan. Yeah, it's a fruit bomb. Honestly, I like it. It's not too bad. It's not too sweet where you couldn't wear it if you really wanted to. So it's a $34 and some change. So it's not going to break the bank for you. It's Vulcan Way by French Avenue. Yeah, I'd pick it up. It's worth a blind buy. Put it in your summer collection, even if it's wintertime. All right, what else we have? Okay, the next one I have for you is a kind of another strange one. It's Joe Milano's Game of Spades Bonus. And this is another summer scent, fruity citrus type scent. It's got a lot of apple and citruses and some spices in it. It's smooth, mass appealing, nothing earth shattering, but it's one of those things you can wear with confidence. It's one of the fragrances out of this Game of Spades series that I really like. I know it's strange I'm buying it at Christmas, but those late night things with a little bit of sipping rum on it, and you just never know what's going to happen when you're clicking through Fragrance Net and Joma Shop and all these other things. You're thinking, I better get ready for summer. The thing about it down here south of the border, I can wear these fragrances pretty much every day. It's never gets really cold, and I can test out some things that I probably would have to wait a while to really get the feel for, and then I can go back to the U.S. and where it's colder than a well digger's ass and try some of these other really beautiful fragrances that are dark and deep and vanillas and all that stuff. But this is clean. This is a clean fragrance. It's modern. It's versatile. I think you can definitely wear this to the office. You're not going to choke anybody out. It's kind of like YSL the EDT version. It's got a big opening. It pops in the opening and then it dries down. This one's got a little bit of musk in it, and the the dry down and the back end of it is that musk kind of stays on your skin. They say you're going to get 6 to 8 hours, but I don't think there's any way you're going to get that. It does project pretty well for the first hour and a half. I've worn it once, and it makes you feel like you're at the beach. It's a boat scent, one of those things where you're gonna kind of like the other one, where you're gonna you feel like you're gonna be at a beach or on a boat, something like that. Like I say, office friendly, everyday kind of fragrance. It's kind of like Mount Blanc Legend. The Legend's got a little more legs to it, a little more depth. But that's Game of Spades, Joe Milano Bonus for your winter summer pleasure. All right, what else we have? All right, I'm going to stick with the Joe Milano theme here for a little bit because as I told you guys, I'm hooked on this house. It's not really a dupe house. They certainly share ingredients like they all do, but there's some very unique, interesting fragrances in here. And one of them is going to be this one, and it's the Game of Spades High Roller. See that there? Look at that bottle. So High Roller is a bold, kind of flashy, going out kind of scent. It's a confident vibe. It's got it's a little fruity, definitely sweeter than the other ones. Some spices and a little bit of vanilla and woods in the dry down and the back end of it. So it's a great going out scent, I think. And longevity wise, it's better than the others. They say 8 to 10 hours, and we'll do this in a daily dab. It's got good projection though, I will admit that. But I think it's probably more of a 5.5 or 6 hour a fragrance. So, I mean, what more do you need? You guys know how I feel about those 6 hour fragrances. Hopefully, take a second to watch the Daily Dab, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already, because again, it goes to help a nonprofit, and everything goes to help this nonprofit for first responders. So anyway, sorry, got off on a tangent there. I don't know how to put those buttons in, so I got to do it myself. So this one, it's loud and sweet, certainly sweeter than Bonus, but it's kind of like that Invictus. It's got some Invictus DNA in it. Again, it's definitely a crowded room, social people kind of thing. It's like I said, it's got pretty good projection, and I think it's one that's worth trying to take a look at. It's about $69 too, $69.99 I paid for it at discounters. So let's see what this one does. Yeah, this is definitely sweeter and a little bit bolder than the Bonus. It's a good scent, for $70. I think it's well worth it. And this house is amazing to me. Joe Milano has really surprised me. I've got about 6 of their fragrances now, 7 of their fragrances, and I'm going to pick up a couple more as we go along. First of all, they're not super expensive, so that's kind of nice not to see that bill popping up. you ought to take a look at my other video where I spent a little more money, and you'll see what I bought from that. But that's Joe Milano, the Game of Spades series, High Roller. What a good one for Christmas. Okay, we're finally kind of getting into some winter kind of fragrances, and we went kind of all the way to the other spectrum. Here I've got Tom Ford's Black Orchid, and this isn't the Absolute or the Parfum, whatever they call the other one. It's come out a little bit ago. This one's from 2015, 2016, I think. Pierre Negrin is the perfumer on this, and this is a dark, mysterious kind of iconic fragrance that's been around a long time. It was originally targeted to women, but it's definitely unisex, and it would freak me out if a woman wore this. It just seems really heavy and really smoky. It's got black truffle and ylang ylang. It's kind of got a plum scent to it that comes down in the mids. And then there's patchouli and chocolate in it a little bit, and that kind of stays with you. It's mysterious. It's kind of like those, I've heard it referred to as gothic, and I think that gothic thing is where, you got everybody dressed in black, and what do you call those people? Pibs. You got all these pibs, and I don't know if any pibs wear this or not, but it's got a beautiful bottle, nice presentation. But it's heavy for me. I mean, it's really dark and heavy. It's kind of like a guy sitting in an old library in a bar that's kind of themed as a library, big leather chairs with those low lights and cognac, maybe a cigar, and just kind of chilling out that way. And those smells are kind of wafting through the place. This is a pretty good holding scent. I think you'll get 8 hours out of this. It's going to be a skin scent at the end, of course, but I think it'll work that way. It's got good sillage. I've worn this 3 or 4 times. It's a little heavy for me where I'm at right now, so I'm going to experiment with it a little more when I get back to the U.S. in a couple of weeks. It's earthier, a little darker than the Noir Extreme, not the Parfum, but the Noir Extreme, which I actually like better. And it's rich. It's the Dior Intense without the iris, maybe. I'd say nightclub, evening out. It's not a big room scent. I think it turns some people off. It's certainly not a very versatile scent. It's a statement piece. So if you want to make a statement, take a look at the original Black Orchid by Tom Ford, and we'll see what else is in the bag. So let's see. I told you guys I didn't buy a lot of cheap fragrances or the cheapies, but I have another cheapie here, which is, don't know why. It's one of those, cheapies are easy to buy late at night because you can get a buttload of them for not a whole lot of money. One high-end niche designer, a Roja or Frederick Malle or something like that, and your budget is done. Just one fragrance. So it's fun. This is Lattafa's Assad bourbon. What do they call it? Just bourbon. They call it just bourbon. It's really bourbon vanilla. It was launched last year, or this year, 2025. I guess we're still in this year. It's a sweet, boozy scent that doesn't, again, not groundbreaking. There's a million of these, but I paid $36 for it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the Black Orchid was $137, I believe it discounted. So this one's not $137. This was $36 even, and it's vanilla. It's got a bourbon accord to it. There's some spices in it, that sort of thing. It's not it's woods and a little bit of, comes off a little musky to me at the end, but it's a powerful scent. It's warm. It's a little gourmand. It's a crowd pleaser. I mean, that's, for $36 you get a crowd pleaser. Excuse me. They say 8 to 10 hours. There's no way you'll get 6 or so, but that's strong for the price. And it's sweeter and more gourmand than Sauvage, Dior Sauvage. It's kind of an elixir. The Sauvage elixir. It's a little sweeter than that. If you're going to compare it to Angel Cere, obviously they're nothing alike, but it's a little warmer than that. Evenings, cooler weather. Again, you can douse yourself in this, and again, I don't think you're going to get more than 6 hours out of it. But for $36, again, you can bathe in it. So that's Assad's bourbon from Lattafa, and they've got some good scents. I mean, again, they're a clone house and make a lot of dupes, but then again, they're swishing ingredients around like all the rest of them, no matter how far up the ladder they are. So you get some good scents out of it. And again, this is worth, you ought to blind buy this one if you want something that's a little sweeter for the holidays. So that's bourbon vanilla. Okay, the last one I have for you is back up the ladder a little bit, and this is Suspiro's Traviata. And I don't know how much you guys know about the House of Suspiro. Xerjoff and Suspiro used to be together, and now they've split apart. So there's some similarities between the two fragrances, and honestly, both of these are some of my favorite houses. So Traviata it's really elegant. It's kind of a romantic fragrance. It's a really nice release, but it's kind of a summer release too. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know why I bought all these things. But this is kind of a fruit bomb, bergamot, orange blossom. It's got some jasmine. Then it ends up with vanilla and some softer woods as it dries down. So it does calm down a little bit. It's not going to just blow you completely out with fruits like some of them do. It's almost a fougere for me. It's got some lavender and some amber in it too. Um, I like it, but it's definitely a cooler, a warmer weather scent. So, certainly something I can't find the opening. Something I could wear down here for sure. It's smooth, and sensual, especially in the dry down. You have to get over a little bit of that fruit bomb at the end or at the beginning. And they say 7 to 9 hours. You may get 5 out of it if you're lucky. But it's got good projection at the start. It's softer, more romantic than Il Padrino. And I reviewed Il Padrino in another video right here. I'll put the link up there. It's lighter than the Xerjoff Lyra, if you're familiar with that one. If you are, please do something in the comments for me. And again, like and subscribe. But comment if you've used these fragrances or if you've tried them before. This is an evening fragrance, more elegant. It's probably, like I say, a better warm weather scent, but it's definitely an elegant evening kind of scent. So it's pretty good. I would recommend it. I think I'd get a sample of it, a decan of it, and try it and see if it's too sweet for you or too fruity for you, because it certainly could be. But let's shoot this one off here. Whew, it is fruity, but that fruitiness goes away. It's not as fruity as some of the others, that's for sure. And it's one that I could wear. I've worn it down here twice. Got a compliment from the hostess at my favorite restaurant. She asked me what I was wearing, and I don't know if that means that she wants to find out for herself, or maybe she's going to give it to someone else. But I told her, and she gave it the old snifferoo, and I was pretty happy about that. So that's Xerjoff's Traviata. I hope I'm saying that right. My Italian's worse than my French, so let's see. I don't remember who the perfumer is on this either, but if I can remember it, I'll put it in the comments or something. So please comment on this if you've tried it or any of the others that I tried, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. Again, this is a kind of a common man channel. I'm a one-man band, and the reason I'm doing it is to try and promote the Medic Outpost nonprofit. Lucky me, I have a little brochure here to stick in front of the camera. I used to put a big long trailer at the end, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I've got some other videos linked in these little things that go up here, so I'm not sure what the timing is on that. But again, have a happy holiday. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for the next couple. And if you get a chance, jump in on a daily dab. They're really short, gives you a little bit more of a review on the longevity and the projection of some of the famous fragrances that say they're 48 hours or 24 hours or that sort of stuff. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a happy holiday.